Ubisoft Forward 2022 is almost here, and I'm going to give you my Ubisoft Forward 2022 predictions. Some big things with an Assassin's Creed showcase, the Division Heartland, and more. Really excited to co-stream it with you as well. So if this is your first time ever seeing my content, make sure you're subscribed with the bell button so you can catch that co-stream on Saturday. We'll go live around 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to end the previous stream. We were talking about God of War Ragnarok, why I'm a little bit annoyed with the marketing there. So if you want to watch that VOD and see why I'm getting a little annoyed, go watch that VOD. I'm going to end it and bring everybody over. If you like my streams, make sure and hit subscribe and the bell button. I try to give you all the good information right at the beginning of the stream so you don't have to go hunting for it. And we do it in the form of an update. And we've even updated the logo now. Everything's going to have a joystick so you'll know if you're watching Reforge content. This is a Reforge update. Ubisoft is doing their Ubisoft Forward 2022, and these are my predictions. We got a lot of things going on with the showcase, an Assassin's Creed showcase in the Ubisoft Forward, as well as the Division Heartland and other things. I want to start with the Division Heartland. Before I do, make sure and hit subscribe and the bell button if you like these quick updates, and hit the subscribe and the bell button over there on Reforge Gaming if you like watching my live streams. So I want to start with the Division Heartland because it sounds a lot like survival, and many of us have said in the Division 1, survival was one of the best things that they sort of did to the franchise. It really, really brought people back, and then it didn't show up in the Division 2. Much of the Division Heartland sounds like survival. There are multiple modes. You've got the Division Excursion mode. It's a PvE mode. Then there's the PvE mode, which is the Division Storm. Then there's the Division Nightfall, which is an objective-based PvE mode. And lastly, the Division Hunt is likely going to be the Division Heartland PvP mode. And so it sounds like they're being very thoughtful, giving lots of different options. I think during the Ubisoft Forward showcase, we are going to see gameplay, maybe a release date. Some people are thinking they might just ghost drop it. They're going to pull an Apex Legends and just drop it because it is going to be a free-to-play game. And we have seen some of those details coming out from leaks and different store information. There's also the Assassin's Creed showcase, and I have a wild theory after we covered the Assassin's Creed Mirage info and we covered the 6 new games coming out. I came up with a theory. There are 6 new Assassin's Creed games coming out. I think one of them will be standalone. I think AC Mirage will be the last standalone title. It's intended to be a love letter to longtime fans, a return to the basics. It will feel much more like the Assassin's Creeds of old. But I think Assassin's Creed Red, Hex, AC Jed, Assassin's Creed Nexus, I think all of these will be inside Assassin's Creed Infinity. 4 of the games will be in the 5th. So there's 6 total. If you take away Mirage, because that's a standalone, that's what I think 4 of those titles will be in the 5th. Assassin's Creed Infinity has been described as a platform for the future of the franchise. We might get a glimpse of this in the showcase. If you look at the trailer and everything they're showing, I think they're bringing everything home under one banner. Also, don't forget about Skull and Bones. Well, maybe you want to forget about Skull and Bones, but Skull and Bones, I think, will be minor in the showcase. I don't think Ubisoft wants to draw a lot of attention to Skull and Bones gameplay. Hasn't been received well. It's pretty clear at this point they will be launching this game primarily because they're legally obligated, and it doesn't really look like a complete game. Skull and Bones feels like a half-baked pirate game. You can't really get out of the ship and do much other than walk around and talk to NPCs. Go watch just a few minutes of Assassin's Creed Black Flag footage, and it'll be just bewildering as to why they didn't just build a pirate game like that. Swimming in the water, jumping off of the boat, looking for treasure, climbing back on the boat. These are all things that I think will be grossly missing from that game. I think it's going to flop hard. I'm not trying to be a hater, but I don't think we're going to see a lot of Skull and Bones at the showcase, given the way that game will be received. There's also going to be the new Mario Rabbids game will be there. They're going to showcase that. That's been officially announced, and it will be there, so that's not really a prediction, just confirmation of things already announced. So, in my mind, I think the 2 big focuses are going to be the future of the Division franchise underneath the Division Heartland, as well as other potential title announcements. We'll see a ton of Assassin's Creed because they're baking an Assassin's Creed showcase into Ubisoft Forward. And then I think Skull and Bones will get a very, very brief amount of time given the nature of what that game looks like and its impending launch the day before God of War Ragnarok. As always, if you like these quick uploads, hit subscribe and the bell button so I can see you in the next video. And check out Reforge Gaming Live, Reforge Gaming, where I live stream if you want to catch me over there so I can see you in the next video. All right, what do you guys think? What are we going to see during this showcase? I really think Skull and Bones is just going to get kicked to the absolute curb here. I think what I want to start talking about with you guys before anything is the Division Heartland. Is the Division Heartland really going to capture a big audience by being free to play and the return to what feels like survival? You know, a lot of survival influence as far as I can tell. When is the showcase? It is tomorrow. We will be co-streaming it. Good to see you, Dauntless. Guys, make sure if you came over on the redirect, help us out here. Smash the like button and switch over to live chat. There's over 300 people here. I guarantee you we can hit 200 likes right out of the gate. Help us out with that. When we go to a second stream, we need that momentum from the likes and the chat activity. So thank you, those of you who are already talking in chat. Did Paul get timed out? I don't know. He hasn't said anything yet. I'll do it, though. I'll hit him again. New stream? Yes, new stream. This is our second stream of the day. It's my Ubisoft Forward predictions. It's going live tomorrow. We'll be live around 2 p.m. Eastern to co-stream it. They're going to start around 2:30, and they're going to do like a 30-minute pre-show talking about all of the different things that have taken place over the years and kind of recapping some content as well. No Skull and Bones. It doesn't even look that good. So you don't even think Skull and Bones is going to be there? Division Heartland on console? As far as I know, Division Heartland will be free to play on all platforms. It'll be a multi-platform free-to-play release. Never could get into the Division games. Back. There he is. All right. We are doing, it's just like a fun community thing. We are doing 20-minute timeouts. I'm sorry, not 20 minute. $20 timeouts. If you want to time out somebody in chat, it costs you $20 through Super Chat. It's just for fun. I hope nobody takes it personal. We're calling it $20 timeouts. The 20-spot timeout. Not 20 minutes. It's literally only a 5-minute timeout. A game franchise that isn't traditionally free to play, choosing to go free to play on the next title is always a bad sign, says Distorted. I will assume automatically I'll dislike it until proven otherwise. So ignoring the free to play thing, Distorted, do you think the Division Heartland, with it sounding heavily influenced by survival, does that sound interesting to you? Or are you like, no, that doesn't sound interesting, right? Hellfire says, where's my blanking wallet? That's right. Like, forget the fact that it's free to play for a moment. Do you think that their approach to, like, it's like 4 or 5 different modes that seem largely influenced by, you know, survival. Does that sound interesting to you or not? That's the ultimate question. I don't know what happened to that short this morning. I really don't. I'm going to change something. Call of Duty Xbox exclusive would be bad. I'm going to try that. I'm going to change the title. The short is just dead in the water, and I don't really know why. It's like it didn't even get seen by the platform. Keep that same energy next time I see you on Destiny. What energy are you talking about? I clicked on the link and it didn't start when you started. I had to refresh Love YouTube. Well, you hate to see that. I'm sorry that you had to do that. We try to do those seamless redirects. I, for one, am excited about the fact that they are leaning heavily back in the survival lane. Because I think the Division 1 survival mode, I thought was a very, very good thing. Can a short be too short? It's a longer short. It's close to a minute. It's like 55 seconds. So the 15-second short yesterday took off like a dadgum rocket. It was our best performing video yesterday. It performed better than the live streams. He said he doesn't like games that aren't normally free to play, and then they go free to play. He just assumes he won't like them. Where's Brono? He's not been here today. I think he's at a different, teaching at a different school now in Korea, and I think things ramped back up for him. So I think he's been busy. Who has the balls and the bills to time me out, says Detective Seeds. Detective Seeds putting his chin out and he says, I wish somebody would. He's asking for it. Shorts over 30 seconds don't do well. We've had plenty of 45 to 50 second shorts do perfectly fine. So we've some of our best shorts are close to a minute. We had a Call of Duty short that hit almost 60,000 views that was over 30 seconds. So I don't know. Anecdotally, we have evidence to the contrary. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. The 58,001 is 26 seconds long. Yeah, I wonder if the trend of our most watched ones are under 30. Yep. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the pattern. Yeah. Some of the ones, as soon as it goes over 30, I've got a couple, though, that are 16 and 30 seconds that didn't do well at all. So it's not concrete. It's not concrete, but it does look like the shorter the better. Yeah, I think the short shelf probably just likes them if they're shorter. Do timeouts go towards Madam's TV? Yeah, sure. Sure, go for it. If a short's interesting, I stick around for the longer ones. I thought the way I structured this one was pretty good, but we'll see. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Ubisoft Forward 2022 predictions. I am predicting that the Division Heartland will have a lot of presence. I am predicting that. And I think that the return to the survival mode is a good choice. And I'm asking, what do people think about the Division Heartland? Number one being free to play. Number two being about more like a survival style Division game. Oh, and lastly, Creature thinks they're just going to drop this on us at some point. He doesn't think they're going to be like, here's the release date. He thinks they're just going to be talking about it one day, and they're going to be like, bam, here's the game. You know what I mean? It's what he thinks. It's on how they start. If they don't start with a bang, people swipe them. Yeah. It's got to be the first. It's got to be the first couple of seconds. And I thought the new one did that, so maybe I just structured it poorly. I posed a question. Free-to-play is fine in and of itself, says Cisco. Survival free-to-play, I'm not so sure about. Challenge accepted, says Sorcerer. Lono, time him out. Thank you for the 20 spot. Sorcerer, who... Oh, you want me to time out Detective Seeds? I need confirmation on this hit, Sorcerer. I need confirmation on this hit before we take the shot. Before we greenlight the shot, we need to know, are you intending to see Detective Seeds timed out? We need confirmation in order to take the shot. Everyone hold. Everyone hold. We're waiting. We're waiting for confirmation from Sorcerer. Detective Seeds stuck his chin out and asked for it. He says yes. Detective Seeds, you got hit. You got hit. We got confirmation. Here comes the shot. Calm down, John Wick. Eric Hayes says, free to play will get me to try the Division Heartland. I'm burned out on the Division 1 when it took 50 bullets to kill a random enemy wearing a beanie for armor. LOL, man down. Ryan says, I feel like free to play games can do well just dropping without a ton of hype. You can get a bunch of people playing just to see if it's good without relying on others to deter them. Especially if they do it and a bunch of YouTubers and streamers jump on board and start playing right away. You know what I mean? King Arthur says, I feel so robbed. What, King Arthur, you wanted somebody to hit you? Leave the lurkers alone. King Arthur is begging for a hit. He's begging for a hit. That's not the rules. No money, no honey. That's right. Here comes the bullet sponge comments. Division doesn't work without it, says Kratos. Imagine being timed out. Couldn't be me. Well, here's the thing, though, about the bullet sponge comments, Kratos. I think there's legitimacy to them, but there's also a level of illegitimacy, right? I'm upping Detective's bet. Who can time me out for 40? So King Arthur is saying that the hit out on him is 40. King Arthur's upping the ante. He's saying, no, if you want to time me out, it's 40. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. Here's why I think some of the Division bullet sponge comments are legitimate, okay? There is a degree to which it hurts gameplay flow. It's like They look like trash ads, and I'm just dumping bullets into them, okay? So I do think there is some legitimacy to the feedback. I do think some people are saying, hey, what the frick, man? Why'd that take so long, all right? And I think The Division could do things with their content loop to make it more sensible. So the guys in the street with their t-shirts on, they should be going down pretty quickly. And then the guys that have vests on are a little slower. Vests and helmets, little slower. Thicker armor, little slower. Like, you know what I'm saying? You scale it up. Something I've always said is when you have a hierarchy of enemies, it's okay to take that bottom rung and just to create a bunch of them. Why? They're less accurate, they do less damage, and they die really fast, okay? Smashville with a $10 tip. Here's some money so you can buy potatoes at half price. Thank you, Smash. So it's thematically dissonant to have a dude in a hoodie take 17 hits before he goes down. Exactly. I think that they could visually make it make sense as to, well, yeah, that guy took a while to go down. He's got a vest on, and he's got a helmet on, right? Oh, and then the next guy's got, like, full body armor. He looks sort of like, you know, a poor man's Iron Man. They worked on that in the Division 2. The big elites have massive body armor. Right, and that's the point. I think in the Division 2, they started to do that. But then you get complaints that it's too easy. No. If you properly build your enemy hierarchy, no one's going to complain that it's too easy. When you have trash ads dying quickly, then you have, like, majors, and then you have mini bosses, then you have world bosses, then you have story bosses. Their difficulty and how long they take to kill goes up accordingly. So no one's going to say, this is too easy. This is a frickin' joke. They would say, oh, this is sensible. What you have to do is you have to create microcosmic grinds within your game. So if I'm killing the trash ads quickly, that's enjoyable. And then there's majors that take a little bit longer. That's okay, right? Why? Because it makes for dynamic gameplay. I'm not just mowing through everybody and they just need to get shot once or twice in the head and then that's the end of the person. So at some level, I think the microcosmic quickness of killing the trash ads makes the majors and the mini bosses feel more enjoyable. And then the bosses, etc. It feels like things are kind of changing up. Things are kind of, you know, it's not all the same shade of color. It doesn't all feel the exact same. The latest Tom Clancy game offered the ability to turn off leveled weapons, making it more realistic. Let me and the boys have a good time in a co-op part of the game with realistic gameplay. The heavy enemies could still only be killed with 5 or 10 shots on realistic for a 50 cal headshot and 2 grenade up close. I enjoyed it. It was balanced. What is this? Somebody just text me. What is this? Oh, hang on. Let's bring us from Anthem song a few years back. It came out. Such a good song. Sorry, I was like getting a group message and I thought something was wrong. It was just a friend of mine reminiscing about something, which is fine. I'll read it. I'll read it later. Guys, do me a favor. We got to go through the ritual. We're about 20 minutes into a new stream, and there's a ton of you here. We need 70 more likes. Let's get those 200 likes going. Too many zombie games already, says Vigil. The Division should have gone with some sort of virus mutation like zombie apocalypse to make it more believable. Fozzie, I actually agree with Vigil. I don't think that would have been a good idea. Sven says, I'm hoping for a surprise Splinter Cell announcement tomorrow. So we are making our Ubisoft Forward 2022 predictions, and Sven says, I would like a new Splinter Cell game. That's what I want to see tomorrow. I would get very excited if there was a surprise Splinter Cell announcement. Assassin's Creed 1 Remake tomorrow. Rob, I don't think you're going to get an Assassin's Creed 1 Remake, and I'll tell you why. They are making AC Mirage. I think Assassin's Creed Mirage is meant to be the love letter to the people that want an AC1 remake. Deadly Dad Gaming says, maybe up the IQ of the trash mobs a little bit so they have multiple ways of attacking and dodging behind cover. Make the fights actually feel like you are fighting someone with some gun training. Instead, you get unrealistic bullet sponge humans. Well, and like I said, I think they kind of address that in the Division 2. I think visually you can make it make sense why somebody is taking a while to die. That is me. I also want a new Splinter Cell game. It's been too long. No remakes, please, says Morgan. They canceled their Splinter Cell project. It was VR. Would be surprised, TBH. Maybe they canceled the VR project because they want to do a mainline title, right? I would lose my if a new Splinter Cell is announced. There's nothing realistic about The Division, says Robert. Black Flag is still a pretty solid, no need for a remake. I would like a remaster of Black Flag because it would just be a fun pirate game. That's why Skull and Bones gameplay is so disappointing. What the frick? What are y'all doing? I'm just on the boat the whole time? The Division's biggest draw is the RPG gameplay loop. Power Fantasy is kind of crap when the game you start with downs people in one shot. Yeah, I don't think anybody's asking for that. I think at some level there should be enemies that die super fast, so the enemies that don't die super fast stand out. Does that make sense? If I do 40 on King Arthur, is it 2 times the 5 minutes? Yeah, sure, deal, Ratchet. I'll hit him twice. Yeah, I'll hit him twice. Yep, 40 spot, and I'll hit King Arthur with 2 timeouts. That'll be a 10-minute timeout on him. We're doing $20 timeouts. If you guys tip $20 through Super Chat, you could pick somebody in chat to time out. If everything is an orange bar, then nothing is an orange bar. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, the red bars need to feel like red bars. Like, the Division Heartland sounds to me like it's going to be more in that lane. It's going to be more like the Division 1 survival where you're not going to be doing this bullet sponge stuff. Now, when the majors show up, when the big bads show up, they stand out way more if up to then you're melting. You know what I'm saying? Red bars in the Division 2 melt. Yeah, I think they did a better job in the Division 2. I think a lot of people didn't play the Division 2. They don't know that. Ratchet won't do it. I don't think you know who Ratchet is. Ratchet is one of the more generous members here. He will literally drop a 40 bomb on your head. He don't care. That homie has been super loyal. The man bought coffee and he doesn't even really drink a lot. Oh, maybe he does. There it is. There it is. I killed the king for the next 10. That's it. That's it. I told you. I told you that he would. Ratchet don't play, bro. Ratchet stayed at a high level tier membership because he wanted me to finish Ratchet and Clank, which I got to. Division has an issue with survivability, says Jake. Like Creature said, a mob of red bars will destroy you faster than you can turn around. No, he was saying that the red bars, you'll melt them in the Division 2, is what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Division 2 was and is trash. I mean, you might not like it, but plenty of people thought the Division 2 was a really, really good step up for the franchise. The Division's targeted loot farm areas were perfect in my opinion, says Sven. If you guys are just tuning in, we are doing our own Ubisoft Forward 2022 predictions. We will be co-streaming the event tomorrow. I'll go live around 2 p.m. Eastern. Subscribe, and you can talk in my chat. That's totally free to do. Do me a favor and smash the like button if you're enjoying my coverage. I keep it safe for work, which means I'm not swearing during the broadcast. We do need about 150 more members for tonight for my wife and I to have to play Genital Jousting, and they have fixed gifted members. They go right away, and they go to the most loyal people. So it doesn't go to people in chat necessarily. It goes to people that might not be here, and it'll send them an email. Make it 20 for the king. We are an uprising in this joint. Detective Seeds with a $40 tip. King's already down. You got to pick a different target, Detective Seeds. King's already down. Oh, make it 20. Make it 20. Yo, you guys are so mean. Yo, the king can't talk for 20 minutes. He's got 3 more timeouts loaded in the hopper. All right, good night, people. See you, Ratchet. Thank you, sir. Man, Detective Seeds ain't messing around. You guys are cruel. Are you going to cover the Marvel Star Wars Showcase No, it's too late in the day. It's too late in the day. King talks smack. Now he's getting smacked. Lack of support. Massive's been on it. Yeah, like how are they? Yeah, King's going to get hit 3 more times. Every time the timer runs out, King, say something in chat so I can smack you. Make it a good message, too, so people can see it. Make it a good message. King better go to lunch. I selfishly hope Hamish moves to the new Star Wars game when it's up and running. Yeah. I feel like they did a perfectly great job supporting the Division 2. I didn't see anything out of step with support. Yo, an 11-month milestone for the 7 Slova. Hello, it's been a while. Welcome back, sir. Almost an entire year of support as a member. What I'm hearing is that we're barely civilized mob, and now that the mask is gone, it's blood and guts everywhere. Yeah, pretty much, Zubair. Pretty much. Can they still do Super Chat whilst they're timed out? I actually don't know. King, can you Super Chat from the grave, and can you talk? That would be funny. Beer run for the King, that's right. I predict that Ubisoft will move backwards at Ubisoft Forward. Really? I don't know. I don't know about that. Viewer King drops by 1 as King leaves. Why are we banning people? We're doing $20 timeouts just for fun. We're not banning people. We are not banning people. I'll only say this one more time so I don't get called out, but with all the Skrilla y'all been dropping, we could have gotten Lono to 1,500 members by now. You know, Trill, it's sad that you're right. It really is sad. It really is sad that you're right. It's like $100. There's like $100 right now in timeouts. You guys would rather time people out than gift members. I think that says something. Timing out Paul was therapeutic, says Sven. I love that the Trill Troll, man, he's totally doing it. He's staying true to his name, dude. He's keeping it real. He's like, y'all could have gotten him to 1,500 members by now. What the frick, bro? You think we get any clarification on who might be buying Ubi? Well, Tencent's trying to buy a controlling interest. I don't know if they're going to be able to, though. Given the choice between gifting people and hurting people, the choice is clear. Pain and suffering attracts money way more than prosperity. We are human. That truth hurts. Hey, you guys are bad. Akuda Papa with a $20 tip. Reforge, actual. Warhorse, actual. Requesting close air support on Sven. Akuda Papa. Akuda Papa made it sound all official. Official. Reforge, actual. Warhorse, actual. Requesting close air support on Sven. That was so good. That was perfect. Chat's just cannibalizing itself. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm half tempted to take all the money y'all are giving me on timeouts and turn it around and gift members with it. I'm half tempted. I am. I'm half tempted. We're at $117 today on this stream. Let me look at the last one. He called it an effing airstrike, right? He called it an airstrike. Hang on. No, I know what I need to do. I can see what we made on the last stream. Hang on. Just need coordinates, Wilco. That's right. Hang on. I went to YouTube instead of the homepage. Guys, if you're just tuning in, we're making our own Ubisoft Forward 2022 predictions. Chat's having some fun, taking each other out for $20 a pop. And the previous stream, $153 in people doing that nonsense. Y'all are crazy. That's like $270. How many members is that? You guys? It's only 54 members. Okay. Oh, okay. No. It's only 54 members. We need quite a bit more than that. Yeah. Lono, the king is back. Oh, he's back? The king is back. You're getting hit again. I got two more loaded in the hopper for you after that. What is that? Ow. It's like a sore spot in my leg. This may be the best rebound to a bad day the channel's ever had. Yesterday was rough. This is fun. Yeah, I own some of that. Some of that was on me, YouTube lurker. Some of that was me. Everyone's crying because of inflation and people just throwing 20s around like nothing. Tencent did a lot more shares. They now have 49.99% of the holding company. Tencent is set to double their stake in Ubisoft. Really? Really? Ubisoft better watch their six, man. They better watch their six. One of the things we've been discussing while people are paying money to time each other out, one of the things we've been discussing is the nature of the Division Heartland being free to play, being a, survival influenced game. And, people are sort of curious about that. Yo, Kratos gifted 1 membership. Let's see who it goes to. And it goes to Tim. Tim might not even be in chat, but he is a very loyal viewer. I recognize his name and his avatar. Even if they're not here, it goes to the next person in line according to loyalty, and it emails them. That's one of the reasons why I want to have a big gifted member push today, because the most loyal people will get memberships. A lot of the people that had them in the previous months will also get them, and then they'll be able to enjoy tonight's stream. Companies have been trying to buy up Ubi for a decade now. The verbiage in the Tencent Ubi deal makes it sound like it's more of a protective move. Like, you think they're trying to protect Ubi? Or is Tencent trying to make sure nobody else buys Ubi? That's what you think? You think Tencent's like, we don't want anybody else to be able to get Ubi. If Ubi goes to Tencent, then it'll probably be a Sony company. Sony's been working with Tencent. Ooh, sorry, I'm delayed, just realized. You're good, Leo Duck. Welcome on in. Thank you for being here. But Tazbo's hitting that coffee command. Who's going to order some coffee? Oh, you saw good. No, I'm good. Probably a higher chance of keeping members around. Yeah, by doing it that way, for sure. Will Heartland be running on the same engine, or will it be there be gameplay advances? I don't know. I would not anticipate any significant gameplay advances. I was looking at the top grossing game sales from last year yesterday. Tencent owned like 8 of the top 8 games that made the most money in 2021. We should be keeping an eye on them, not Microsoft for the buyout. Well, we're not keeping an eye on Microsoft for the buyout. We're keeping an eye on Microsoft because of Call of Duty. And sure, Tencent could cause problems in the industry as well. I would say the difference is Tencent's not interested in buying games and then yanking them from other platforms. They would probably be more interested in buying games and maximizing their footprint, not shrinking their footprint. The Call of Duty debate centered around the idea of shrinking a footprint. I don't think Tencent's interested in shrinking any of their properties' footprint. Quite the opposite, right? Quite the opposite. Guys, thanks so much for being here and enjoying the show. We're about 30 minutes in doing our Ubisoft Forward predictions. We need 14 more likes for 200 likes. The second streams we do redirect on, so I've taken you from the first stream and brought you to a new one. So you need to hit like again if you've been with me all day. Abe says, chat, hear me out. Can we gang up on Eugene and mute him over and over? Who's down? Sorry that comment came in late and probably sounds out of context. I just found out I was 30 seconds behind. Fozzie says, if I can say something candidly, streams like yesterday that turn into a scream fest, pointless argument are not fun to listen to. Usually I have to tune out for those. Love the show, though, usually. Fozzie, I actually discussed it with my therapist last night. I said, I've had a couple of streams recently where I got like super activated and like too angry. Angry to the point that it isn't good content. And my own work and my own processing and my own psychological journey, I'm doing my own work. And I came to the conclusion that I just have residual anger with dishonest people. They get white-hot fire from me because of everything I've been through, and I just got to work through it. It's not good for the channel, me. It's not good for me. It's not good for my blood pressure. It's not good for the content. It certainly isn't good for the loyal viewers or the new viewers for me to get that angry. A passionate debate where I'm smacking people around can be fun. An angry debate where I'm losing my grip, that's not good content. So King Arthur's back. Gotta hit him again. You must be an interesting client for therapists. It's been 4 years of really, really fun. It's been really, really fun. 7 minutes ago, Ubisoft, the Division tweeted, "We are activating our SHD beacon. Watch tomorrow, September the 10th. Ubisoft is tweeting. I'm sorry, the Division is tweeting about tomorrow. They're basically saying, hey, we better see you tomorrow. They're saying it. They're like, gonna be something big. Deal, King here. I cannot send super chats while in timeout. Okay, yeah, so he can't super chat beyond the grave. It's not possible. It isn't possible. So, there you go. I appreciate the description of the video. I had no idea what Ubisoft Forward was about. It makes it much easier to understand the conversation. Oh, thank you, Buck Rogers. I actually try to do really good descriptions on my video. I try to do, like, the first 2 paragraphs are what in the world's going on. Here's all the potential, like, topics that we'll be discussing, you know, potential, like, things people are searching for. And then I try to put a body of text at the bottom that's more like a wiki. Like, here's what this game is. Here's what Ubisoft Forward is. Yeah. You were laughing yesterday? New rule, 5 gifted subs also equals a timeout. Yes! I like that, Mike. Yes, if you guys want to time somebody out, gift 5 members and pick a target instead of doing super chat. That way you can pay it forward to people that deserve membership. Yes. I like that. We'll do that from now on. We'll call it the 5 gifted timeout. You know? The 5 gifted timeout. Do it. That'll be awesome. We could get a little gifted membership train going, and then you can all watch my wife and I play genital jousting tonight. She'll be so grumpy. It'll be so freaking hilarious. Yeah, we'll call it 5 for 5. 5 gifted memberships for a 5-minute timeout on somebody. Yeah, 5 for 5. Product naming is not Lono's strong point. Hey, what do you mean? I've come up with good product names over the years, like, you know, everything I've ever made. Actually, I actually think everything for the most part, most of the things I've created, the shows that I've created, and the brands that I've come up with have been pretty good. You know, Repeat Theater. I thought that was a great name. You know, Reforge Roast, Reforge Roundtable, Drop Die Cast. I thought Drop Die Cast was good. I Can Cast Anything, Split Screen. Come on, Unfiltered Contrast. Stream Stop, Twitch Talks. The frick out of here. I'm actually good at naming things. Yeah, there's no Reforge Roundtable today, sorry. The only problem I have with Tencent is that they come from the mobile game side of the industry. Lono took it personally. I actually did kind of take that personally. I actually have a pretty good track record of naming things. What, are you going to start highlighting the good names? What have I named that was bad? Oh, when are you going to start highlighting the good names? All right, this doesn't even take $20. Shut up, Abe. That one's from me. Yo, my man Buck Rogers jumping in as a brand new member. Welcome, Buck Rogers. Be sure to get into the Discord so you don't miss out on members-only content. That one's free, Abe. I miss Unfiltered Contrast so much. Hope y'all are still cool. He unfollowed me. I'd love to DM him and start doing the show again, but I don't think it fits. It doesn't fit with any of our brands. And to be quite honest, I would want him to reach out first. I don't think it's fair to expect me to do that. I didn't do anything to anybody, so don't expect me to reach out to you. You can reach out to me. My DMs have been open ever since. I'm imagining that, Lono, did you mention before you were coaching soccer this year? If so, how's the experience been? Oh, it's a freaking blast. Yeah, I'm assistant coaching my daughter's team, and it's a dadgum blast. Yeah. The Buck Rogers. Yeah. I missed the Aliens film by Jim Cameron. Doesn't he go by James Cameron? I wonder how Disney would make another Alien film or TV series. Yeah, I don't know. That's not really on subject, though. We're trying to stay on subject. Okay, let's pivot away. Let's pivot away from the Division Heartland. If you guys have any more thoughts about the Division Heartland being free to play, being primarily like the survival style game, it's going to have PvE, PvPvE, it's going to have PvP by itself. Okay, I want to know what you guys think about my theory. The Assassin's Creed showcase will take place during Ubisoft Forward, okay? It will. It will. I cannot be silenced. You cannot afford to keep me quiet. King Arthur, this is the last timeout on King Arthur. This is the last one. There we go. And from now on, if you guys want to time people out, do it with 5 gifted members instead. You know, as soon as we switch it to 5 gifted members, nobody's doing it now. You guys are cruel. You guys are cruel. Anyways, so the Assassin's Creed showcase is going to take place during Ubisoft Forward tomorrow. We are co-streaming it, so make sure you're subscribed with the bell button, okay? So, I want to know what you think about my theory. My theory is that AC Mirage will be the last standalone Assassin's Creed game, okay? It'll be the last new standalone. It's a new Assassin's Creed game, but it's going to be standalone. It's going to be a returning to roots, right? Going back to their roots. It's going to be a love letter to long-standing fans of the franchise. Now, I think the other 5 games announced are all wrapped up in one. That's what I think. Because we've got one which is Assassin's Creed Infinity. I believe it holds all of the rest. So that's the first of the 5. The next 4 are all inside of Assassin's Creed Infinity. Assassin's Creed Red, Project Jade, Project Nexus, Assassin's Creed Hex, those 4. That's what I think. It doesn't make sense to me for them to say, we're launching Assassin's Creed Infinity. It's going to be a platform for the future of our franchise, right? And because of that, we are also, not because of that, sorry, while we're building that platform, we're also building 5 other Assassin's Creed games. That doesn't make sense to me. Yo, YouTube Lurker does 5 gifted members. Who you timing out? Who you timing out? PK Killer Apathy, Robert Anderson, Happy Cloud Gamer, Leal Duck, and Raffle all got gifted memberships. Most of those people are here right now. That's awesome. I'm honestly worried about AC Infinity. They're going to have to sell me on it. Show me how it's better than the standalone games. The AC Infinity Gauntlet, right? So is there just a member stream today instead of the roundtable? No, I'm going to do a 3rd stream. We have Evil West gameplay. Yeah, the AC Infinity Gauntlet. The 5 got to be remakes or remasters of the old to be put into Infinity so people can revisit the old games and the new generation can play the beginning. Well, that doesn't necessarily work. I'm not an anti-fan like y'all. I can support without your hate. I double dog dare any of you bees to time me out. YouTube Lurker gifted the 5 and said, I ain't timing anybody out, and I dare you to time me out. It's official that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is not canceled. So there is talk that we will see Beyond Good and Evil 2. I don't think so. Shout out to the Lurker. So kind. Really surprised I was selected. If you're one of the new members today, make sure you're in the Discord. It's basically a members-only Discord, and there is a members-only stream this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. My wife and I will be playing games together. Everyone stops talking as soon as the gifts come in. That's right. Standalone games haven't been much good recently, so it's not a big task to be better, says Vigil. I don't agree with that. I think Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla have all been very good. Even if you don't like them, I think they've been very good games. Yo, Preacher got Fazimoto's gonna gift 5. Preacher got 1. Muda got 1. Claw Killer, Michael, and Jacob Laird. All of you guys got gifted memberships. Make sure you're in the Discord. Make sure you are a part of tonight if you can be here. The Friday night streams with my wife are a blast. Oh, look at Mr. Happy Guy with the Soul over here. Too good to hurt others for his own amusement. Don't tell me how you live, you big dummy. Don't tell me how to live. This is for a timeout on either Abe, Eugene, or Zubair. You choose who you like least. What the... That's not how this is supposed to work. Zubair said, later, Abe. It is true. It is true. I gotta hit Abe. If you're just tuning in, we're having a lot of fun today. If you give 5 members, you can time somebody out in chat for 5 minutes. We're calling it 5 for 5. It's fun. This has been a blast, guys. If we hit 1,500 members, I'm telling you, man, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. We'll get to play that game tonight. Gaming Fire hit a 3-month milestone. Thank you for the content and being there through the rough times. Hey, man, thanks for keeping your membership here. Look, you guys don't need to gift to help us get close to 1,500. You can just jump in as a member on your own. Guess who's back? I don't have any more timeouts in the barrel for King Arthur. He's free to reign. Abe knows the score. He's doing the Lord's work. Welcome to Wendy's. Yeah, we have our 5 for 5 menu. 5 for 5, a.k.a. the 5 bomb. How about if you gift yourself a sub, you get to timeout too? What, like if somebody does a brand new membership? I don't know about that. We're setting the bar kind of low now. That's why I stay neutral, chat. I am Switzerland. I didn't realize we got more joysticks. Yeah, we got new joysticks for different milestones of membership. Ubisoft will rise again. Do you get YouTube analytics on the number of gifted who re-up on their own? No, we don't get good analytics on gifted members just yet. But they fixed gifted memberships, and they go out to the most loyal viewers. They don't even have to be here. Some of them are getting emails. When you gift 5, they go out immediately. Immediately. PS5 stock levels jumped by 56% in August compared with July in the UK, which means that Sony's console has overtaken the Switch to become 2022's best-selling console so far. Sony's about to put up record numbers this holiday. Man. The lower the bar, the less you can disappoint. How about coffee in a timeout? Yeah, if you order coffee, let me know who you want to time out. Sure. Gifted members and coffee orders can both time people out. Let's go for it. People don't even have to select allow gifted membership now. No, it's grabbing people who have previously selected it, Josh. Tier 2 members could time someone out. Yeah, if you upgrade to Tier 2, I'll let you time somebody out. Sure. I've gotten really good at throwing things in the trash in the corner of the room. I just threw a grape over there. It was too mushy. And yet prices go up. Yeah, in markets where they need to. There's a new hardware version of the PS5, smaller PCB, lower power usage, smaller and lighter heatsink. Do you want a Splinter Cell game and a Watch Dogs game? No, I want a Splinter Cell game. King Arthur says, I bet nobody would order a coffee and gift 5 members to time me out for the rest of the stream. That's not very much to time you out for the rest of the stream, King Arthur. I don't know if I want to let somebody time you out for the rest of the stream. That's kind of a headache. Madison with 2 S's and a Y, but not where you think. How is she the best character in the show so far? How is she the best character in the show so far? I'm late. What's Ubisoft Forward? Ubisoft Forward 2022 goes live tomorrow We'll be live at 2 p.m. Eastern to co-stream it. They will be showcasing lots of things. Skull and Bones, a new Mario Rabbids game. There will be an Assassin's Creed showcase in the Ubisoft Forward show. They will also be talking about The Division. We don't know what, though. We're assuming the Division Heartland will be present. Yeah, another 20 minutes, sure. Abe's back. Is this your main job? Yes, it is. Yeah, Wongers. If you guys are just tuning in, we are doing our Ubisoft Forward 2022 predictions. I've talked about how we'll probably get a solid look at the Division Heartland. I've theorized. Yeah, that was the worst part. Freaking carrying that guy. I've theorized that. Assassin's Creed Infinity will contain all of the new Assassin's Creed games that we've heard about, except for AC Mirage. King Arthur says, I don't think people have what it takes. Her friendship with Wong is funny and heartwarming. Yeah. I don't think the presence of the Series X in the store means what you think it means. I joined the Discord. Will I see the stream later this evening, or do we need to do something first to see it in a locked channel? Leel Duck, I announced the stream in the Discord with the link. It'll be on this channel, but YouTube doesn't do the greatest job of alerting you. If you come back to my channel tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, you'll see the stream scheduled. It'll be scheduled and it'll be the featured video. In case that gets weird for some people, in the announcements room in the Discord, I put the video up. Sometimes I put it in the general chat so everybody sees it. So as long as you're in the Discord, you will see tonight's stream. You'll click on the link, you'll come to YouTube, it'll say, oh, you're a member, you get to watch. So... Fonzo says, yes, selling timeouts is Lono's new job. Yeah, that's it. I dare someone to time me out for gifting 5 members. Nobody will, because I'm not hated enough, says Trill Troll. Trill Troll's taking a risk. He's taking a risk. So my wife made me a sandwich, right? And she put this side down. It's fine. It's not burnt. It's that I actually like it like that. It's just like that level of burnt right before it's burnt. And she put that side down. And I saw the edge of the bread. And I was like, that's looking a little crispy down there. What's good, Lewis? I do that, and pray my wife doesn't notice. Yeah. Trixie, false. Peepo, gifted 5 members. Who you timing out, Peepo? ZR got one. Philip, I do, is very loyal. 3 Mile Island's very loyal and here all the time. Luke Bradley, MJ's here all the time. Good to see recognizable names. There you have it, time him out. Who you timing out, Peepo? We got a couple of guys asking for it. You got Trill Troll. You got King Arthur. Who you timing out? My wife does that too. That's right. Let's bring this up this evening in chat so Madam roast Lono. Listen, here's a great reason to be a member and to be here tonight. You want to do it to Trill Troll? Okay, Trill Troll, you're getting hit. Guys, we're doing a 5 for 5 incentive. If you gift 5 memberships, you can time somebody out for 5 minutes. My wife and I had an argument last night when she was helping me navigate. She was using the GPS on her phone, and I finally realized why she always misses the turns. So you don't want to miss that story tonight. Make sure you're here for it. Or just watch the VOD. If you can't be here live, as a member, you can watch the past broadcast. What about Hogwarts Legacy Collector's Edition? Will they release new ones? Because I can't find. Sometimes they repopulate them, yes. An open world Star Wars game is a must. Yeah, I mean, I want an open world Star Wars game. I don't know if Ubi's going to be showing anything with respect to anything Star Wars. Dan says, Eugene has me blocked, but he doesn't have the balls to double block me. Eugene won't gift members until he can click on individual members. He said that. Wait, I'm getting timed out because I'm hated? I thought it was out of love. Little column A, little column B. That's right. Oh, with the teaser coming in hot. Yeah, I'll give you a teaser for Friday nights now. Listen, man, I don't just want members. I want participation. I want people to be there on Friday nights. We have a lot of fun. At the very least, if you can't make it, I want you to go watch the VOD. We're providing a lot of value and good content for members, and I want you guys to enjoy it. I don't mean to derail the show, but I just watched Liza P gameplay, and I am disappointed with what I saw. Definitely a pass. Yeah, we'll probably end up covering that next week. We'll end up covering that next week, Corey. It might end up as a reaction video. You guys want to see something cool? Little sidebar. Ubisoft Forward predictions. We're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna keep doing it. Let me just show you guys something cool that we just did. And these channels are gonna start getting more regular content. All right. You see this here? We've homogenized the branding. We have homogenized the branding. The joystick is God now. The joystick is king. Reforge updates. Reforge First Look and Reforge Reacts. There's Reforge updates. There's the joystick. If you see that joystick on YouTube, it's us. It's us, baby. Reforge First Look. Go watch me play Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's freaking hilarious. And then Reforge Reacts. It was previously Reforge Radio. Reforge Reacts will start getting reaction content. I've got some good stuff already recorded. So that will be starting to be another content funnel for you guys. We're working hard to give you constant content. This is the live channel, quick updates on the updates, first looks of gameplay, and reaction. We're doing it all, and we hope you enjoy all of it. You need to subscribe to all 4 channels if you want to get all that content. This is the only channel where we do members only, though, so you want to be a members here. My loyal subjects in here love me so much that nobody will gift 5 memberships and a coffee order or another $50 super chat to silence me. King Arthur is literally putting out a hit on himself. He's like, gift 5 membership and order coffee, or do a $50 super chat to time me out for 20. This guy's literally putting out a hit on himself. The new Iron Man game could be revealed at the Marvel Showcase. Dadgummit. How long is that showcase supposed to be? Yo, Gale upgraded to tier 2. You can time somebody out. You're allowed to do it. Who you timing out, Gale? That gets us a little bit closer to 100 tier 2 members. That's another goal we have. Holy frick, you guys are going bonkers. 90 minutes. Dadgummit. I feel like we're stupid for not covering it. It's so late in the day, and it can feed next week. When are the Reacts videos launching? Next week, Dylan. Next week. Just make sure you're subscribed over there with the bell button checked. Reforge Reacts. The Marvel one's at like 4 o'clock this afternoon. That throws my whole day off. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm trying to record videos. I'm trying to get work done, and I just don't want to do it. McGorn McGoogle hitting a 16-month milestone. Gail says, I finally managed it. I'll let people stay in. Okay. Gail says, no, I'm not going to take anybody out. I'm excited for the new Amy Hennig game that they are announcing. It's rumored to be Fantastic Four. Well, tomorrow we'll be co-streaming Ubisoft Forward. So that's what today's stream is about. I think it's going to have the Division Heartland, maybe Division Heartland gameplay. And I also think the Assassin's Creed showcase will be the largest portion of the broadcast. And I think Skull and Bones is going to be pretty minimized. That's been my hunch. It's been my hunch. Do it, Lono, you know you want to. Man, I can only be live so long in the day before it starts to just really hurt. Like, it's just too much. Like, I don't want to throw off the whole day. I sacrifice myself for the greater good. Thank you, Troll. I appreciate that. I read news that the SC remake was definitely happening, but that was a while ago. Haven't heard anything since. I know they've been canceling projects. Are you picking up Skull and Bones? I mean, I'll play it because people are going to be interested, but I ain't going to care about it. I'm not interested at all. Why not forego gameplay, take a break, and cover the showcase? because we have a block of time where we're live on YouTube, and I don't want to disrupt that block of time. Like, this is when we stream, this is when we do things. Members only follows, you know, multiple shows. Like, that wouldn't help necessarily. I appreciate the suggestion, but it wouldn't necessarily help. And I love doing gameplay breakdowns with you guys. Like, I like doing it. You forgot about the Avatar game? Oh, you're right. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora might be there. They would have said something about that title, though, wouldn't they? Oh, a Splinter Cell remake. Right. I don't know if they're going to say much about Avatar. They would have put that front and center in the marketing, I would think. Maybe I'm being too presumptive, but that feels like something that they would have pushed, you know, out already and been like, oh yeah, you're going to get another look at Avatar. You just got Outriders on sale for $41. Man, I don't know. Outriders got a long way to go, in my mind. Yo, McGorn McGoogle gifting 5 members to the community. If I call your name, you are now a member and can enjoy members-only content and our members-only Discord. So listen, if I call your name, D's Gaming, Ghostface, Prashanth, Sauron Grant, and Mark Nash. You guys can enjoy the members-only content. There will be a members-only stream this afternoon, and there will be one this evening with my wife. The Friday night streams are a frickin' blast. Make sure you're in the Discord. I put an alert in there, and then it'll link you to the YouTube video. It's on this channel, but sometimes it's hard for people to find it, and sometimes you don't get alerted, so that's why we do that. We hit you with like eight alerts to ensure that when we're doing, you know, members-only content. McGorn McGoogle, are you timing anybody out, or are you just gifting members to be nice? Because we're doing 5 for 5. If you gift 5 members, you can time somebody out in chat for 5 minutes. That's still funny as I say it. It makes me laugh. I gotta take a bite of this. That's good. You gonna watch Marvel Game Showcase in 2 hours? It's at like 4 o'clock, I thought. It's at like 4 o'clock. We were not planning on watching it. I'm breaking out the nice whiskey tonight for the show. Oh, nice, Gamer Chef. Outriders is actually better than at launch. With the new endgame gameplay loop, it's actually really good. I think it's finally a game everyone hoped it would be at launch. You're just being nice. Thank you, McGorm McGoogle. Every time you say 5 for 5, it makes me want tacos. No idea what connection is. Isn't that a Taco Bell thing? Didn't they do a 5 for 5 thing? I thought they did. Supposed to show the new EA Iron Man today. Curious to see if Ubisoft will show off the new Ghost Recon project tomorrow as well. Do we know what kind of game that Ghost Recon is going to be, Detective Siege? Is it going to be like Rainbow Six Siege and be like a stripped down competitive game, or is it going to be like a campaign? Prince of Persia needs to come back. This is homemade bread that she air fried. Like, she made the bread first, and then she made the sandwich and air fried it. I want to see more information about the Dark Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, there's a new Assassin's Creed game that's going to take place in 16th century Europe during the witch hunts, and it's going to be they said it's going to be the darkest Assassin's Creed game they've ever made. Well, that's the rumor. It's going to be a campaign, and it could be Africa or a Middle East location. Why are you typing gibberish, Prashanth? What's the matter? Are you butt dialing? I don't trust Ubi. I don't trust Ubi to not mess up Prince of Persia, so it's good that it doesn't come back. Madam makes bread from scratch? She does. It helps me keep my salt intake down. I bet it's his cat. He's like pocket chatting. Or yeah, that's a cat on a keyboard, if I've ever seen it. A lot of 69s in there, though, so I don't know. I don't know. There's at least 3 69s in there. Dependent upon the success of Hogwarts Legacy, do you foresee Portkey Games releasing more Harry Potter stuff in the future? And if so, do you think what will they lean towards? Well, I feel like Hogwarts Legacy is just going to end up being a trilogy. Either that or they'll do DLC for years 6 and 7, because you're year 5 when you play that game. You're like a transfer student or something. I would love an AC game with Ghost of Tsushima combat. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Red sounds like it might end up being Samurai. I think people are worried that an Assassin's Creed Samurai would end up being too much like Ghost of Tsushima. So I was thinking an Assassin's Creed Japan game would be more ninja. Maybe we're fighting against the samurai, because ninjas and samurai, traditionally are that's a trope, right? And a common story of that assassins, stealthy assassins are dishonorable and they kill in the dark, and samurai are honorable, and King Arthur says nobody can silence me. That idea might be running out of gas. It might have run its course. What's next for Ubisoft after the Assassin's Creed series? I think they're going to go heavy with the Division. I think they're going to do the Division Heartland. And then after that, they've got other properties and products they're working on. It's hard to know. They got a lot of stuff they're working on right now. Assassin's Creed missed Japan unless they go during the phasing out of the samurai with the assassins fighting to preserve their ways. Apparently, early looks at Assassin's Creed Red, there was like a woman in samurai garb. And again, my worry would be it'll just get compared to Ghost of Tsushima. Ubi will be Sony owned soon. So what Sony says? I don't think Ubi will be Sony owned soon, because Tencent just increased their how much they own. The devs have said several times they won't have an AC with the setting in Japan. The rumors and leaks say otherwise. New 30 minutes of Liza P gameplay. We're probably going to have to kick that to next week, Darkstar. Oh, you were being sarcastic, Smashville. Well, for a while, we thought that Sony was going to make a play for Ubisoft. Infinite allows you to not have a single game focus on Japan. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Infinity, that's right. They could have some Japan, have some samurai, but it's not like a standalone game, right? It's like a part of Assassin's Creed Infinity. I'm sorry if you're wasting your time and spamming earlier. Please forgive me. What are you talking about? AC needs to avoid Japan like the plague. The ghost comparisons will kill any hype for the game. Not looking forward to an ugly custody battle between Sony and Microsoft fighting over the kids. Right. Tencent and Sony have been pretty buddy-buddy lately. You got to pay attention to the details. Right, but Creature, it seems like Tencent's making it to where nobody can buy Ubisoft. Yo, that mug looks so sick, D-Tom. Yo, what's good? Yes, Mr. Vic, good to see you. Microsoft will get Ubi? I don't know. It seems like Tencent's protecting Ubi from a buyout. What's for chow? My wife made me a homemade sandwich. Ubisoft is what I say when my buddy doesn't want to do anything scary. Yo, King Arthur says, you know what? I'll gift 5 members. He says, I'll gift 5 members. Arc Void, Nelson, Popper's Clips, After Forever, Bama Glock. Yo, Bama Glock's OG. I remember that name from Purple. If I just called out your name, you have been gifted a membership. They might not be here because it goes to the most loyal viewers and they don't even have to be in the stream. The more often you watch, the more likely you might get one of these emails even when you're not here. Thank you for doing that, King Arthur. King will not be silenced. Who are you timing out? Long live the king. Lono, I threatened to time him out if he didn't gift 5 subs. King Arthur, the question is, who are you timing out? That's right. Who are you hitting? In my opinion, it's kind of Ubisoft's fault for positioning so firmly as a live service focused firm. It made themselves very attractive. Oh, you're not timing anybody out. You acted on Quiet Shy's bet. Okay. Yo, Behemoth gifted 5. Eric Duvall, Unnamed, Nikki Clips, Pancake, and it's not doing the 5th one. Maybe the 5th person got an email. I don't know. The fact that it randomly assigns the memberships could reveal who may be secretly watching. No, because they'd have to click allow gifts. They have to be in here on a day where we're doing it and click allow gifts, and then if they're not here, they get one just for being loyal. I hope it's not broken. Behemoth, are you timing anybody out for the 5 for 5 deal? Yo, what's good, Melrose Mike? Yeah, we updated the badger emoji. Yo, Mr. Vic jumps in as a tier 3. I'm going to count that in the tier 2 count. We're going for 100 tier 2 members. This man jumps in at tier 3. We only need like 17 more people to upgrade. That's a big one. That's a big one. No, Lono, keep the chat running. Okay. If Microsoft doesn't get Ubisoft, Embracer's prime for a sellout. The mukbang's going well. There's a chick on TikTok that does it. She's adorable. I don't get it. It doesn't do anything for me. But her viewership's bonkers. Bonkers. Her mic is very good. I mean, if you're wanting to hear a mukbang stream, like, her audio is excellent. And she is just cute as can be. And her viewership's insane. I always see her over there. Amazon might get Ubisoft. If you guys are just tuning in, we're talking about Ubisoft Forward for tomorrow. We will be co-streaming it, and we're making our own predictions about what might happen. My sister's into that. She finds it relaxing for some twisted ASMR type of reason. What's mukbang? It's streams where you watch a person eat, and you can very audibly hear them eat. She's not even chewing with her mouth open. Like, it's not like disgusting, like, it's like she's chewing with her mouth closed, and you can hear her eating. Now, some people might be loud, they might slurp, they might smack, they might chew with their mouth open. She does not. That's what mukbang is. I knew a guy that would watch mukbang videos so that he wouldn't eat meals alone. Huh. It's pretty disgusting. I've watched a few minutes of her stream. It's not gross. It's just different. It's just watching someone eat. Like, it's just a lot of, like, I don't know, chewing and crunching. Yeah, it's just food ASMR. I have misophonia. I can't listen to eating sounds without going into a rage. I don't think it's weird at all. I think people grow unique affinities for certain sounds and certain things, and I think the sound of eating is calming for some people. They like it. 2 months from D's Gaming, a 2-month milestone. I love eating while watching mukbang vids. Yeah, some people just like it. I don't think it's weird at all. I think it's a pleasant sound to some people. Does she eat it like she stole it? No. She even has like a little like bowl-like spoon that she puts underneath of her mouth so like it doesn't drip, like she doesn't make a mess. She's very clean and neat about it. You can tell she puts a lot of time into it. You played Demon's Souls off stream. I know you didn't like it too much, but do you enjoy the technological advancements? It's a beautiful game, but I don't like the combat, and I don't like the constant having to retread when you die at a boss. Elden Ring spoiled me. There's a word for not liking the sound of people eating. Yeah, my wife doesn't like the sound of people eating either. She's not a huge fan of food. Like, she likes to make it. She loves to make food, but she doesn't like eating. She doesn't like listening to eating or watching people eat. Misophonia. Yeah, Butters, they put that in YouTube chat. That's why the guy said that. He said he didn't know there was a word for it. Yeah. Yep. You're about to go eat pancakes? That's why people keep remarking about me doing a mukbang stream when I'm eating on stream. I do my best to not chew on the microphone. Oh, Slime Rancher can be pre-purchased in the Epic Store. If you guys ever use the Epic Store, make sure to use code Lono. That does support me. I tried Steel Rising, our first looks over on our YouTube First Look channel. Reforge First Look. Yeah, it's already over there. We have 4 channels you can subscribe to. One is for really quick updates. One is for first looks at gameplay. We're launching the Reacts channel next week. And right now you're watching our live channel. Any good? No, it's not. If you're looking for a good new Souls game, play Timesia. Steel Rising is clunky. Camera's not so good. I had times where inputs weren't registering with a brand new controller. And it wasn't like the classic Lono saying inputs are failing. I was actively testing it in the video. And there were times where it just wasn't registering the third right bumper. It would be like, I'd go to do a combo, and it just would not register. It was very strange. It's good on console. You got it on PS5? I didn't like it at all. I got really frustrated. The camera and the clunkiness got me killed so many times. I was like, you got to kind of nail the fluidity right off the jump. When is the Ubisoft stream? The Ubisoft Forward stream is tomorrow. We will be co-streaming it. We will go live around 2 p.m. Eastern, so make sure you're subscribed here with the bell button checked so you don't miss it. It received good reviews. I saw reviews. I saw 6s and 7s. I saw 6s and 7s for Steel Rising, so I don't know. I don't know. I try to warn people about games like that. If you go in and you feel like it's perfectly fine and you can like it, then great. I tried to warn people about it felt clunky and the camera angles sometimes felt really awkward and it got me killed a couple times. And to me, if I want to play a Souls-like game, you got to nail those things. It also felt like one of those games where they give the enemies all this speed and fluidity, and I am clunky and slow, and I don't like that. It's like you're asking me to be fast and fluid, but you're not letting me. I don't know. I played a couple games like that, and it's a huge, huge turnoff. It's an enormous turnoff. It's got a 73 on Metacritic. For reference, Timesia is a 70 on Metacritic. Oh, well. I don't know. Speaking of remakes, I saw an ad for a new Quantum Leap. Can't remake Quantum Leap. There is no Quantum Leap without Scott Bakula. Not possible. Show's going to fail. Yeah, I thought it looked okay. It looked like passable throwaway sci-fi. In a game that demands from the player, I demand from the game. Yeah, that's another way of saying it. Yeah. How about an AC Black Flag sequel? I feel like that's what Skull and Bones could have been. So tomorrow at Ubisoft Forward, Skull and Bones is apparently going to be there. I don't think it's going to have much of a presence because I don't think they're particularly that excited about Skull and Bones. You think we can see anything about Massive Star Wars tomorrow? No idea. They're being weird about the showcase, Sven. Their website about it talks about, like, I'll show you the website. Like, I don't know if they're, like, if they were going to do some pretty big reveals with, like, Star Wars properties and stuff, I feel like they'd be putting that front and center. Like, Ubisoft Forward, add it to your calendar. Our latest Ubisoft Forward is here. Oh, okay, cool. And you come down here for details. It'll bring you updates on upcoming games like Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope and Skull and Bones. That's your lead off? That's your frickin' lead off? Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope and Skull and Bones, as well as a special Assassin's Creed showcase. So I would temper your expectations. Because if you were doing something pretty big with Star Wars or something pretty big with some of these titles that have yet to be announced, I don't think you'd be leading with Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope and Skull and Bones. Sounds like we aren't getting much. I think the biggest part of the showcase is going to be the Division Heartland and the Assassin's Creed showcase. I don't think we're going to see Avatar. I don't think we're going to see Star Wars. I just don't think so. Harry, you can play Skull and Bones by yourself, and there are going to be PvE servers. They said that the story is going to be sort of revealed in more sparse ways. I don't think you're going to feel like you're playing through like a campaign. You know? It's not going to feel like some traditional campaign where you're going from mission to mission to mission. It's not, from the way they've talked about it, I don't think it's going to feel that way. I think today's showcase might be more spicy. I know. Disney makes me nervous. Like, I don't know about co-streaming a Disney event. They make me nervous. I don't know. They're going to probably play a bunch of copyrighted music. They make me nervous. They do. Disney makes me nervous. It's a Disney Marvel stream. I knew it. Skull and Bones would be their big game this fall. They're going to hype it up as much as they can. What a letdown, if you ask me. Yeah, I mean, in my predictions, that's what today's stream is, right? So in my show open, I said I think Skull and Bones is going to be like barely a whisper, but it is funny. They have it front and center on the website. Do you know what I mean? Skull and Bones looked way better in 2018. I've been extremely interested in this game, and in my opinion, it's completely, completely aesthetically ruined. What other companies waste their marketing budget more than Ubisoft? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever associated them with marketing budget waste. I'm very disappointed with the turnout of Skull and Bones from what they did. You think there's any chance that they announce an AC1 remake tomorrow? You know, Harry, somebody asked me that earlier, and my answer to them was this. I think AC Mirage is their answer. I think Assassin's Creed Mirage is their love letter to people wanting an AC1 remake. They probably started looking at Assassin's Creed 1 and thought, a remake won't go over all that well. There's a lot of dated things here. It's rough. This is rough around the edges. Why don't we make a game that's very spiritually inspired by Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 and Brotherhood? What's my favorite game that I'm looking forward to from Ubisoft? Probably Assassin's Creed Infinity, because I'm interested in how they do a platform for Assassin's Creed, as well as the Division Heartland. They don't waste their marketing budget now. If that front splash was Division or AC, yeah, that's a waste because everybody knows about it. Skull and Bones needs help. AC and the Division don't. Yeah, that's common sense. That's what Creature thinks. Creature thinks that the reason they're not really focusing on their big mainline titles is because they don't have to. Right? What other companies waste... Oh, I already read that. All that Ubisoft has to offer? I don't really understand. Some of the ways you guys talk about Ubisoft is just weird to me. I don't get it. I really don't get it. With the success of Valhalla and how good Origins was, tons of people said they liked Odyssey, right? I don't know. Like, yeah, Skull and Bones doesn't look so good. It looks pretty bad. The Division 2 has gotten a lot of love and a lot of good treatment. I think people talk about Ubisoft as if they're just like awful. Like Rainbow Six Siege turned it around entirely. The way they've treated their property with the Division 2, Rainbow Six Siege, For Honor, they've treated their properties very well, actually. They've been doing all kind of stuff with For Honor and Rainbow Six Siege and the Division 2. And then and Valhalla. When was the last good launch? I feel like Valhalla was a really good launch. People just complained about it being too bloated. I think it was a very successful launch. It was very commercially successful. Leaker Adrian says Assassin's Creed Mirage campaign takes 17 to 20 hours to complete, 25 hours max. He tells me the Mirage campaign length is similar to Unity. Harry, that might make you happy. You're the big Assassin's Creed guy. I remember you from yesterday. There's a leaker that says Assassin's Creed Mirage. The AC Mirage campaign takes 17 to 20 hours to complete, 25 hours max. He tells me the Mirage campaign length is similar to Unity. So you're not going to have some big bloated crazy long game. He's saying 25 hours max. If you want to do, that's probably everything. That's a more traditional Assassin's Creed experience if you ask me. I think we've got that game pegged. I think we've got AC Mirage pegged. It's going to be the love letter to people that wanted AC1, that wanted an AC1 remake. I think we've kind of pegged that game based on that leak. The person who leaked the Assassin's Creed Mirage image earlier says the AC1 remake is confirmed. It sounds like I might be incorrect about the Assassin's Creed 1 remake. According to the leaker, they had the Mirage image. They're saying there's an AC1 remake. I doubted that it was real. We knew about the AC1 remake. I didn't think it was real. I thought it was just rumors. I thought it was just lies. I mean, look at how many times we've heard about a Bloodborne remake. Come on. Unity is wonderfully manageable and enjoyable. I've had a ton of people tell me that Assassin's Creed Unity is like quintessential Assassin's Creed. It just got a bad rap because of all of the bugs. Did you guys not see the rumors? Yeah, but they were rumors that didn't sound... It just didn't sound believable. It didn't sound believable. I didn't feel like the AC1 remake rumors were solid or vetted. Bloodborne, less than 10 years old, granted the Tlu remake. I just figured they would go all the way back there and it'd be really hard to remake it. I wonder if one of these projects that we've heard about, all these different Assassin's Creed projects, I wonder if Hex, Jade, or Nexus, I wonder if one of those is the AC1 remake and that's one of the code names. I wonder if AC Nexus is the code name. I wonder if AC Nexus is the code name for the remake. That sounds like the word that you would use. Go back to the Nexus. Go back to the... You're right. Nexus is a connection or series of connections linking two or more things. I don't know. Unity is my second favorite AC game. Do I have like a hair? Oh, I do. I had like a hair on my lens. I was like, what am I seeing? Jade Raymond made the OG Assassin's Creed. Oh, Project Jade might be. Oh, Nexus is VR? Oh, Nexus is the VR one. Okay, then yeah, maybe Project Jade is the remake. Read the description of Mirage again, Lono. I think Mirage might be the remake. No, because the description that got leaked through PSN said that we would be in Baghdad as Basim, and it said that we were going to enjoy a classic take on the features of a 15-year-old franchise. That's not the language you would use for a remake. And you wouldn't change the main character's name. And you wouldn't take him to Baghdad. It's possible that their work on Mirage was heavily inspired and built off of what they did for the remake maybe, and thought, hey, this turned out so good, why don't we make a standalone AC game like this? Because the original Assassin's Creed getting remade might feel really short for some people. Can you tell me where you got that sick Hulk comic shirt? We are partnered with 80s Tees, and they have a Hulk collection. I actually don't know if the Hulk collection is over there. If it's over there. I have been branching out with some of my shirts because, like, I was repeating too many. I think this one's over at 80s Tees. I feel like it is. Let me see if I can find it. Because if you use the shirt command, it'll take you to the Hulk collection. They have 86 Hulk shirts over there. I'm already halfway through. If not, I think you might have to get this one from Threadless. Yeah, they have some amazing Hulk shirts over there, but they don't have this one. So maybe check out the Hulk collection at 80s Tees, since I can give you a 30% discount. But if you use my discount over there, you get 30% off. So if you're looking for a Hulk t-shirt, they have some amazing ones over there. Ubisoft is secretly preparing for the remake of AC1. AC1 remake should be integrated into the season pass. Wait, what? The AC1 remake... Oh. Ubisoft is secretly preparing the remake of AC1. It's based on the work they did on Mirage. They will reuse a large part of the assets. The AC1 remake should be integrated into a season pass, which will also include DLC in Constantinople when Basim meets Sigurd. It will be released a few months later. Ubisoft will unveil the future Assassin's Creed on September the 10th during Ubisoft Forward. Yeah. More info, grain of salt, right. What do you think of the Project Legacy thing? I'm not sure what Project Legacy is. I'll go check 80s Tees, see if they have it. I honestly would just check out 80s Tees because they have amazing licensed Hulk shirts. And you can get 30% off if you use my code. There's this upcoming Witcher-like indie game where you get to play as an agent of the Inquisition in an alternate history where the Son of God wanted to rid the world of non-believers. What the frick kind of a game? What are they calling that? Jiminy Christmas. That sounds insane to me. I mean, I kind of want to play it and get rid of all you heathens, you know, with at the edge of a blade. I mean, sorry, wait, no, that was a joke. that was a joke. That's too far. Unity parkour with the freedom and control of the parkour in the Ezio games would be perfect. This is why AC1 never was remastered. They'll remake it one day. It's based off of a book? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, let's do that. We might be getting a remake of the Assassin's Creed next year. Yeah, like I said, we looked at all that. We looked at all of the info, and we just felt like it wasn't. I didn't feel like it was. I don't know. We might have done an update on it and not a live stream. It's really hard to do a live stream on a, hey guys, we might get a remake. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll do an update. I'll do a 4-minute update and hit the Reforge Updates channel. That's a great reason to be subscribed to the Reforge Updates channel. But I don't do the whole, hey guys, we might get this thing. It's got to be a little bit more substantive than like a might. You know, we might, you know. That's just my that's how we sort of, sift and filter through things, just to kind of give you a glimpse into our process. Is we see stuff like that, and we make a decision on the phone. We're like, okay, can we do a show with this? Is this a 4-minute update? Is this just going in the bin? Do we just freaking ignore this? And a lot of the times we'll be like, I can't do a dadgum show on that. I need a show to last, I need a show to last at minimum 2 hours. It's an old article. Project Mirage could be a backdrop for a new game, but insights into old games. Basim could be interacting with Isu artifacts that take him back to Ezio, and he can learn. I mean, maybe. That sounds like... I feel like AC Mirage is the final standalone game as a love letter to people who want a return to roots. That's what I feel like it is. Basim? I thought it was Basim. It's Basim? Or Basum? All the Assassin's Creed talks makes me want to replay the Ezio trilogy. Oh, bass like fish. Basum. Is that how it's pronounced in the game? Because I thought eyes like that were pronounced E. Basim. Or Basim. Didn't have it on ADTs. You said something about another website called Threadless. Yeah, hang on. The one day somebody catches me not wearing an 80s Tees shirt. You son of a... Let me see if they have it over there. They might have discontinued it. Their search engine is frickin' terrible. We're sorry there are no results for the term. They might not. Yeah, I don't think they have it. They might not have any Marvel shirts over there. I wonder if they lost the rights. They have the Incredible Sulk. Yeah, I think they lost the rights to Marvel shirts over on this website. Yeah. They're all gone. They used to have a deal with Marvel, and they had Marvel stuff. They had contests and everything for people to design Marvel shirts. They're all gone. Threadless must have lost their license with Marvel. The Inquisitor is the title for the Dark Alternate History game. This is off topic, but if you haven't played a Plague Tale Innocence, go and play Plague Tale Innocence. The reviews for Requiem aren't looking that good. EA's rumored Iron Man game will reportedly be revealed at the Disney. Yeah. Elden Ring composer Tsuka Saito on creating the game's score and creating games. What's that about? Saw that one. Could be interesting. As the soundtrack launches on streaming services worldwide today. It is a return to roots. Basum is young and inexperienced in Valhalla, just like Desmond. He could learn skills from Ezio. Aw, man, what an opportunity I missed out on. Any thanks? Yeah, no problem. The Requiem stuff is previews, not reviews. So what are they basing their previews off of? Did they just get to see a decent amount of footage, a decent amount of gameplay? I feel like people are eating member berries on the parkour of the old AC games. They were rough. Well, I don't think Harry's one of the bigger AC fans in chat the last couple of days. I don't think he's eaten member berries because he said he wants the parkour of Unity. That's what he wants. He's actually not wanting to go all the way back. It's Basum. Basum. Or Basum. Basum. Such a difficult way to smash it together. You got to play the first few hours or so. Okay. Basum. God of War Ragnarok Family Portrait Series featuring guest artists announced. So it begins. Did they just publish that? Yeah, they published that today. 5 unique artists bring to life the relationship that defined God of War Ragnarok. Drew Merritt, Emma Rios as a comic book artist. Romina Tempest is an illustrator. Jai Lee, comic book artist. Sui Ishida, manga artist. Portrait reveal, October the 11th. Oh, they're going to be doing reveals of each of their portraits that they've done. So on the 13th, they're going to do a portrait reveal of this guy, Kratos and Atreus. And then on the 20th, there's going to be of the brothers Brock and Sindri. Then on the 27th, there'll be maybe one of the 9 realms. I'm skimming really, really quickly. Then on the October the 4th, it looks like Freya. And then on the 11th, we will have Odin. The weekly blog cycle has begun. Yeah, each week they're going to reveal a new portrait. I don't know if we can, I don't know if we can cover that. That's going to be tough. It'll be exciting, but I don't know if we can cover it. I don't want the Unity parkour specifically. I think it had the potential to be the best but they didn't do it right. If they improve it with the control that the Ezio games had, then it would be the best. Syndicate was worse than Unity. It took away even more control. You weren't even allowed to jump from a building. Right. Well, that was the one where they added the rope launcher. They wanted to give you the instant verticality. I wonder what characters are going to call Atreus and Ragnarok. Are they going to call him Loki? I don't think they're going to change. That'd be weird, to be honest. I don't feel like they're going to change his name. That'd be for something else, maybe. You know, I feel like if they did a spin-off thing, they could do a spin-off thing where they have I thought they could do a $40 Lost Legacy thing, how they did with Uncharted, a spin-off title, and just call it God of Mischief, and then it would be $40. Dates and times and what to expect for the Disney Marvel thing. It's jam-packed. It takes place on Friday all the way through Sunday. Yeah, they're going to be doing stuff all week long. All weekend long, I should say. The Disney Marvel Games Showcase is the thing that people have been asking about, though, today. The Isu repository and artifact could almost function as an animus if someone found one. Decipher Isu writing. Produce holograms. Imprint memories into the minds of users. Atreus' voice actor could be voiced by Tom Hiddleston. If the buildings were really close, if you just try to jump down from a building, there's a barrier. So you had to slowly climb down the building. Do you think they will improve Valhalla's style of combat in future ACs to be something similar to Immortal, Phoenix, or Ghosts. I feel like Origins and Odyssey and Valhalla all have good things with their combat. I think people got annoyed with combat in Valhalla because it was so different than what they were used to, right? We're actually 27 members away from 1,400 members, guys. We are 27 members away. We had a really, really good run today, and we have 81 Tier 2 members. 81. It's Bass like the fish and Sim like simulation. It's literally my dad's name, Basim. Basim? Is it Basim or Basim? Do you think they will improve? Oh, I already read that. Valhalla's combat is the best out of the 3 new-gen games and way better than the cheesy counter-kill chain kills from the last-gen games. Yo, what's good, YouTube lurker? Covering Halo Forge. We'll have to kick that to next week, Hilly. So much hit today. Evil West new gameplay hit. That's what we're covering next. Then there is 30 minutes of, it's like 30 new minutes or something of Liza P. Oh, it's Basim. Okay. You accent the bass. Yeah, I thought Valhalla's combat was good. I actually really liked the combat in Origins and Odyssey as well. I thought they stood out and had their own feel. Odyssey felt very heavy, very Spartan-like with kicks and shoves and all kinds of things. It didn't feel like the spammy counter chain thing. You know what I mean? It amazes me to see how you cannot grasp Xbox trying to do with a 3-year deal. Oh. Like getting the contract extension to land right when the next generation of consoles start rolling out. I don't think it's new footage. Just Liza P. Director playing through the demo that was at Gamescom. But how is that not new footage? Have we seen it before? I reckon if you co-stream, you would like to get more people than 343. Oh, is it a stream? They're doing a stream today about Forge? Oh, it goes live in 5 minutes? Dadgummit. Why is all this stuff happening so close together? When did they announce that? That's freaking annoying. Yeah, it literally goes live in 4 minutes, and we're doing Evil West gameplay. I'm sorry. This stuff is happening so much. Weird way to spell legendary campaign co-op replay. Oh, it's where the recent gameplay came from. Who cares? People in their own office won't even watch. I mean, they got 2,000 people waiting. I respect the balls to show it now. You can complete everything in the new AC games with stealth unless the mission doesn't allow it. The new combat's much better, says Cujo. It's just the shift away from stealth that bugs people. Gotta be flexible, hold off on the gameplay. I don't gotta be flexible. I'm not gonna bend my day and my channel to 343. Not after the crap pile they've been shoveling out. They can wait their turn. I do research, write up descriptions, get my tags, get my thumbnails. I put a lot of work into every stream. I'm not bending backwards for 343. Each AC Origins and On had its own fighting style in line with cultural understandings and weapons. Yeah. Just a thought. Yeah, I'm not trying to be rude, but like I think sometimes people don't realize like the level of work we have to put into a show. I can't just like throw a show together. It just isn't possible. We'd always cover it Monday. We will have more than enough to cover next week because we have that stream from 343. We have the Marvel game show today. We have Ubisoft tomorrow. Like, we'll have more than enough to cover next week. We've quickly learned that you guys are awesome, and if I cover something 2 days after the fact, we get a great turnout, and people love to hear what I have to say. Like, it was super encouraging. This last week, we were so late to some things, and you guys supported it anyway. We were late to the Hogwarts thing, right? And the support and that stream went off like absolute gangbusters. We were late on people asking for 343 to be fired, as well as the AC Mirage news. Both those streams were great. Both those streams were fantastic. Like, it used to be kind of scary, like, oh man, news hits on Thursday and Friday and we can't cover it all. We have to kick it to next week. It used to hurt us. It doesn't hurt us anymore. It doesn't hurt us anymore. You guys are super dope. Like, we have a very, very loyal base here that just is like, oh, yeah, let's go talk about that, even if it's a day or two old. Better shows when we all get a chance to become informed. Yeah. Like, it just, there was a time where, like, that would always bum me out. I'm like, oh my gosh, all this news hit and we can't cover it until Monday. And then this week happened and I was like, frig it, kick it to Monday. We got an audience that is super awesome. Like, we don't need to worry about it. You don't need to be the first to cover. We just want your thoughts. Yeah. I don't care when you cover something. I only care if you're covering something, if that makes sense. Well, and see, that's the shift. We're having a shift right now, Hilly, and it's like super encouraging. It's super encouraging to be like, oh, we have this audience that just like shows up for the show. They're like, yeah, okay, so it's 2 or 3 days old. Who gives a frick? Let's chop this up and talk about it. It'll be fun. You know? There was a time where that wasn't the case. We had to, like, ride relevancy and ride search results. We're not even getting good treatment by the platform right now with respect to search results because they're fiddling around with search results, and we're still crushing it. Like, it's awesome. It's just, it's really, really dope and encouraging to be like, hey, there's no pressure. There's no pressure. If we're a little late to something, it's no big deal. No big deal, you know? $2K people watching the biggest announcement. Community about to do all the work. 343 are just typing letters to try and censor us. Sorry, 343, nope. So much negativity. They should turn off chat. Creature said over under on 10 minutes before they shut the chat off. Let me make sure I have redirect set up. Okay. You better get you get better streams as more information's available for us all after a few days. Yeah, I agree with that. It improves the quality. We're able to really disseminate a lot more and just have a lot more included. So just got here. What chat is that from? The 343 chat. They're getting ready to do a Forge debut or something. Must be in the minority that I actually enjoyed the Infinite campaign. I didn't get to finish it, and I wished I could have finished it because I was enjoying my time with it. I thought it was perfectly good. Most of the people that played the game and have reviewed the game have said it's probably the strongest part. It's probably the strongest part of the game is the campaign. Probably cuts down on the dummies too. It depends. It depends because once something, once something has the ability to kind of burn in the community for a while, it can sometimes bring more of them. Why is Spider-Man 2 trending? Manifesting a first look at Spider-Man 2 gameplay today. Is Spider-Man 2 trending because it became known that they're hiring for multiplayer? Oh, because of the showcase. Because of the showcase. People want Spider-Man 2 to be at the showcase. That makes sense. You thought Infinite's campaign was fun? I was enjoying my time with it. I thought it was rather good. Do. All right, we got that sent. Got that done. Announcements room. Gonna get pinged again. There we go. All right, guys, if redirect traditionally doesn't work well for you, then you're going to want to click the link in chat, okay? I'm going to go to the new stream and redirect you, and sometimes it doesn't work. And if it traditionally doesn't work that well for you, then just click the link in the chat. We're going to check out this new Evil West gameplay. I think it looks sick. Very excited. We'll do a breakdown. It might be a little bit of a shorter stream, so make sure you're there. The next stream will also probably result in some people going wild with gifted members. We like to do that at the end of the day on Friday and get as many people converted over for the members-only talk show that we do in the afternoon, as well as the Friday night stream that I'll be doing with my wife this evening. So you're really going to want to check out this next stream. You may get a gifted membership. Evil West gameplay debuted a while ago, and I have been looking forward to new gameplay, and we have it. We have Evil West new gameplay to take a look at. I'm going to dive right in and break it down with the live audience. I'll be ending a stream that was about the Ubisoft Forward stream that we will be co-streaming, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you want to see that co-stream or more gameplay coverage and breakdowns. We do talk shows all throughout the week. Breakdowns like this are a little bit less of a talk show. It might not be quite as long as my usual talk shows. This might be about an hour. Usually we go for 2, sometimes close to 3 hours with the talk shows. So hit subscribe and the bell button. I'm going to end that previous stream and bring people over from the Ubisoft Forward prediction stream, and we're going to take a look at this brand